Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Old World Blues in the 5.0 update, which is of course the Fallout Total Conversion mod for Hearts of Iron 4, where we have been playing through as the Duchy of Langenberg into the Kingdom of Manitoba. And we have been greedily eating up all our neighbours who held some of the kingdom's historic clay. And we've now completed essentially all of that, although there is now some internal strife that we're having to deal with. This is, of course, eating up huge amounts of equipment and manpower in garrison requirements, so we're having to kind of juggle that at the same time as we concentrate on trying to rebuild our duchies through our foci. So, without any further ado, I'll hand you back over to the live Twitch audio. I mean, what is our... level are we? So we could actually save up some money and go up to Hegemonial Army, which will give us an extra 2.5% recruitable pop and hurts our organizational regain a little bit. But that's probably what we want to do. Just to get a few more manpowers to play with. Right, before we click, let's start with this. No, this one first. This one first. Surely you agree that you would be best. Surely you agree that would be best, my friend. Viscount O'Brien paced up and down in Royal Hall, Yorktown's words visibly irking the cruel tyrant. I simply would caution, my lord. I don't have enough men to keep hundreds of civilians safe. Yorktown barked back almost instantly. Word paused. I failed to see the issue. I've offered you a blank check to see this project through to the end. Arms and coffers, you have it. He walked up to the Viscount. I trust you can keep a record of your expenses? Yes. I was under the impression your lifestyle called for some accounting skills. O'Brien did not dare lock eyes with the king. As you wish, my lord. When can I expect the first batch of settlers to arrive? Yorktown sat back in his throne. It should start flocking in over the coming weeks. I'm sending some officials from Dauphin to organise the ferry services from your end. Promise some decent accommodation. I trust you shall deliver? O'Brien mumbled under his breath. Of course, my lord. With that, the fallen warlord shuffled out of the throne room. Yorktown leaned back in his throne. Even a wild beast he put in its place when threatened with a large enough stick. The king thought to himself, and what better way to domesticate these hangers-on, making them live alongside the salt of the earth Manitobans. So Arborg, Asham and St. Laurent increased population. The Pearl of Lake Winnipegos. Breathtaking, well-developed, and perfectly positioned to become a hub for their kingdom's eastern frontier. Just a bit of elbow grease, the small fishing settlement could become a jewel in the crown. Fisher Bay. So that should be all over here somewhere. Where's Winnipegos? Where is Fisher Bay? Here. Ah, okay, we're on the old Arborg stuff. Cool. Do you know I will do that? Give us a breakthrough, why not? And then back to planes. Yeah, I'll do all the planes, why not? So we see up to 150. Must remember that. Okay, biplane fighter is done. We should be able to do the monoplane fighter. We can get engine advancements. Yeah. Technically we don't need to be building gliders, but I'll leave it there for just now until we get the better ones. Modify the government, navy, or vehicles. Alright, fine, we'll grab that just so you stop pestering me about it. I'm going to leave you be for just now. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. That was my manpower money I just spent. The seats are now empty. Lonesome nights leave a desire to relive the past, something ancient which can no longer be grasped. I keep telling myself, and yet the memories linger. Okay, if you've chosen the related starting Dutch idea, it will be made stronger. I can't remember what this is harking back to. Okay, you are saying at 40%. Oh, you're getting it. Whoop. You guys, alright, let's put you down to wasteland pacification. Everyone else should be okay. Okay, you're now under 39%. Although, what do I need for it to go away, actually? I don't think it's as simple as just drop it back below. 38%. And what's your target here? 34. Okay, that's fine. You will go away. What do you got for me? Ah, new citizen care package. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so we still don't have all the bits of the country, apparently. Oh, we can give the next doctrine. More organisation. Let's go for our special forces one. Guerrilla tactics. I would like riot gear, yes please. Okay, the old summer court, even its decrepit state, was a familiar sight to the Lord. In his younger years he would travel there with father and Sophia during frequent high society parties masquerading as state dinners. The court itself was gone, and yet the dinner chairs stuck out in the rubble, defiant. The seat of the Anger family, the wealthiest of them all, and by their side that of the Duke of Dauphin, a house renowned for its lake-faring prowess. Just opposite the seat reserved for the Warwick line, masters of the machine. Theirs had remained vacant the longest. Next to it the chair honouring the storied Duchy of Absalon, and in the middle of the most lavish of them all, the King's throne. The silence was deafening, halls once bursting at the seams with cheer and joy, now merely giving way to the creaking of rotting wood planks and the squeaking of rats. Yorktown's resolve felt tested, his frustration with the monarchy's decadence and excess struggling against the memories of the old Duke of Dauphin smuggling him candy, of young Duchess of Angers taking him boating, or Lord Absalon showing off his toys. The warm memories were washed away by the monochrome ruins once more as a soldier bellowed out, "My lord, please come out there, it's about to give." The king glanced at the chairs one last time before climbing out of rubble. So presumably this is in Arborg. I'll make things right, I promise. We could get party popularity, better annexation, better we get huge stability boosts when we're either at or not at war. Just huge stability boosts. Okay. Cool. Let's do... So do we get a war at some point? What is this Absalon? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's do Dauphin for the sake of it. Having gained full control of the greater Dauphin coastline, it did not take long for our crown servants to begin overhauling the kingdom's chronically underfunded naval program. It would be key to restoring our military economic influence over Lake. Whatever, there's Dauphin there. So this is the duchy we're currently dealing with. What have you got for me? You are consumer goods, which I'm not sure is that useful anymore. None of these are also useful. Critical pop, monthly pop, and some stuff. Research and political power. Yeah. The only thing might be swap one of them out for another political power person, but it takes a long time to pay for itself. Okay, transport gliders is done. Let's go monoclone attacker. So it should be, let's have a quick check. This will be our, okay, so once these two are done, we'll start producing them. We get a proper air force on the go, and then the rest is just, well, upgrades, and then that's attack bomber, that's your transport plane, air blimps, which I don't know if we'll have, but... Oh, the other thing we should look at is why don't we build some... We don't maybe need a level a level 10, but level 5 in a few of these places. We're already at 5. We could probably do with something out like here. How's the radar? So you can go up a level, why not? You can go up a level, why not? Now throw in a level 5 there. Okie doke. Oh, I'm probably get some more of these. Good. Make it happen. Okay, the royal port of Dauphin and its surroundings had fallen into disrepair following the devastating attack on the city of Dauphin during the tail end of the War of Republican Coalition. The subsequent years of administrative incompetence did not help the matters. We need to get things back up and running again if we to restore our naval capabilities to any serious extent. Which I'm not that bothered about, to be honest. Momento. Alright, here's our monoplane fighter. So we can start producing those and spending some factories on it. We should be able to... Oh, we can't get that upgrade just yet. We'll do. We'll get that guy, because why not? Alright, production. You become a monoplane fighter. And I probably would want like at least 10 factories on you. Let's drop you down to 5, because we have a bazillion. And then we'll put 10 factories on our Kaz as well. Good, I'm not doing anything with you, I'm saving my points, I'm remembering this time. Right, control gear done. Beautiful. Division org. Org seems nice. Let's build right gear. That's not building. Okay, let's do a city worthy of its story. Our investment in Dauphin has not gone unnoticed. In recent weeks, thousands of workers and their families from across the kingdom and beyond have flocked to the city, looking for new opportunities in its flourishing naval industry. They should be welcomed. Okay. Population building slots. Oh hey, look, manpower. Huzzah! Maybe don't need to increase my... I will anyway to get us some more wiggle room, but it's good that we're essentially there already. We've got a lot of stuff now. Oh yeah, I don't need any of it. Oh, let's drop you down to 5. You're being upgraded. Let's put you up to 10. Yeah, and I don't really care about boats. Sorry. Fuel injection, and it's not the standard HOI 4 who needs a navy. I quite like doing a navy in HOI 4, but in this mod I generally don't think it's required. Okay, we can increase our recruitable pop. That is indeed what we shall do. Which is... which one? This one. No. That one. A hegemonial army. Right, I'll take a moment or two to kick in. Okay, I'm just going to need 2 seconds. I'm going to go for a quick bio break. Okay, we're back. More science. Air defense, ground attack, always ground attack. Okay, we did our city one. Our last one will be a stroll through the streets of Dauphin. Okay. Scavengers are out. This is doing stuff. Can't do either of those right now. Okay. We didn't get quite as many people as I was perhaps expecting, although maybe it's still mobilizing. Yeah, we're only so I should go up to what, 7.5? No, 10. Okay. Oh, that's got a long way to go then. Ooh. Okay. More speed! Oh, we got a ground pounder. I didn't actually start building the blasted thing. Right, come here, plane. We want a monoplane attacker. I would like 10 of you working on that. Oh, we got one spare. I don't know. Sure, let's throw another factory in there. Alright, we can go up to say 15. In fact, we'll put both up to 15, why not? A mighty air force on the go. Okay, airplane bomber, platoon training, and we might do... I don't want to do strategic bombing, I don't know. Okay, that's just economic one. A late night stroll. King Yorktown descended from royal carriage, which had been parked in a side alley of the city centre. As he lifted his hood over the head and started making his way to the high street, he heard Tobias call out to him. Please, sir, do make sure to return within an hour or so, and holler if you run into any trouble. Yorktown waved them off. It had been hard enough to convince Alexander to let him take a stroll in public unsupervised, and even then he had agreed to go incognito. He wasn't about to validate those concerns. After moseying through Doffin's busy marketplace for a few minutes, Yorktown finally reached the royal port. It was a sight to behold. In just a few months, the king had turned the wharf from little more than a decaying landing bay into a bustling shipyard, a true jewel in the kingdom. What? I have to say dockyard. Docked next to the beautiful cobblestone streets was a seemingly endless row of everything from mighty galleys to modern state-of-the-art speedboats, and even in the dead of night he could spot workers dashing to and from the nearby warehouses, their bosses perhaps hoping to get ahead of their competitors on monthly quotas. Hey, out of the way, old man! A scruffy-looking worker blurted as he brushed past Yorktown. Good, the king thought to himself. That was the kind of spunk needed to restore the might of the realm. Content in what he'd witnessed that night, he began making his way back to the carriage, lightly whistling him to himself. Ookie dook. Naval benefits, which are pretty middling. Alright, the Duchy of Warwick. Amid the fires and destruction of the war for Regina and the surrounding lands, some of that once lush and pristine forest remained standing. The trees within used to boast some of the finest wood this side of the Great Lakes, going on to inspire the Duchy's unmatched lumbering industries and robotics. What? Why does wood inspire robotics? Alas, we can only recover a fraction of that lost technology. Oh, yeah, we do get research for robots. Not that we have gone into the robot era this run. We're doing conventionals. So that's strap bombing, or strap bombing range. Let's just make, if we do it, let's just make you hit harder. We'll get those two, because why not? We'll just, I'm doing all the air tree because I can. Definitely feel I'm into that beyond requirement for much efficiency. Oh, what have you found for us? Our scavengers? Not a lot. Not a lot. Did I finish my land doctrine tree? Not even close. That's something I should be doing. Yeah, but Duchy work is done. Ones which fell first. The territories of the Metis Congress were among the first to break away from the kingdom, the rebels successfully driving our men back across the Assiniboine following a bloody insurgency. Too many of our subjects were smart at the beginning of the realm's decline. Having recently reversed this historic debacle, those same subjects may be convinced that the worst is now behind us. More modification of the government. I will grab a Navy Hunter just because we... No, I'm going to wait for that one, because I think that one's going to be better. So we could keep going up here, which just gives us more and more division organisation, which is nice. The other thing I did want to do, now we have a chunk of manpower, is for these fine fellows. I wanted to throw in probably 2 fire teams, I think. And that's going to make them hit a lot harder. Yes. And we're still good for stuff. And then the other bit we think about Probably more soldiers. So I wouldn't mind another infantry army, to be honest. Then we could put our 2 militia guys probably into a field marshal of their own. I long to be able to build more of you guys. I really wanted to get you up to 16. Which means I'll need to have to recruit more units. Okay, restore the House of Weyburn. The Weyburn line once held domain over key settlement within its former duchy, fiercely defying the Metis rebels until the bitter end. Their loyalty shall be rewarded. The Archangel will finally be able to return home. Oh, free civilian factories. Don't mind if I do. So we've done all our air bases and things. I mean, I'm tempted just to go on like a grand... It's not even the right parts. Let's, yeah. I don't know, let's go on a grand infrastructure boost for just now. We can break into this. Let's go, let's do something like that. We'll see if we ever seem short of gear, I can build more militaries, but honestly... Well, actually I wouldn't mind a few more. Oh, why don't I do it up in these ones I've just finished building? A whole bunch of infrastructure. Oh, you could... There's lots. Okay, let's maybe do that. Where else do they build it? Sure, we'll do those ones. We can grab all the air tech until it's done. For weeks, Alexander shuffled from settlement to settlement across the crumbling lands of the Metis Congress, leading veteran knight cohorts to crush pockets of rebellion before they could coalesce into a more dangerous fighting force. At last, he finally made it to where he wanted to be all along. His men galloped to the town of Weyburn, reports having come in recently of a group of loyalists looking to flee across the border to link up with other exiles. He ordered his second-in-command to follow the lead, while he took care of personal business. They galloped to his destination. Memories of King Yorktron's last words to him came flooding back. Alexander, my boy, the opportunity is finally at hand, where you finally reclaim what your bloodline is owed. That was all the young warrior needed to hear. After a few minutes, he finally arrived. Under the pouring rain, there stood the remains of ancient Weyburn hamlet, passed down from generation to generation until travesty hit. He'd heard stories of that day, of the mobs at the gate, of their defiance, and of the charcoal and ruins that they were rewarded with. Alexander waded through the rubble, making his way through the rotten archway before eventually stumbling onto the remains of a grand fireplace, situated in the atrium. Still laid atop the mantelpiece, the family coat of arms encased in a layer of thick protective glass. He smashed open the casing before slowly lifting out the cloth, clasping it against his chest. He looked around. He had a lot of work ahead of him, but on that day, the fragmented piece of a House of Weyburn would finally begin to come together again, and with them the legacy that had once brought peace and prosperity to those lands. Oh, so Alexander Weyburn is now getting even better. And I get cores on Weyburn. Cool. So this guy. He's a free slot. I don't know what to do with you. Maybe I'll leave it for a terrain slot. Mr. Weyburn. Nope, need to do more. Future of Regina. The capital of illegitimate Metis government has fallen. Winning the war was not quite the challenge I envisaged. Winning the peace here shall be the true test of leadership. That was true. It was a very easy war against the Metis Congress. Okay, we've done bomb mites for this one. Let's grab a cargo plane. Anything interesting? Oh, we can prospect. Go, go, prospectors. Okay. What are these? Light attack, naval striker, ground pounder. What's this? Heavy cas plane. Hmm. So what's your ground attack? 17.5 for a range of 500 kilometers. 400 kilometers, 18.7. I'm not sure that makes enough of a difference. Probably fine. Let's forget about the blimps and stuff for just now. Let's go back to probably other stuff we've been neglecting. Not as much as you think. We can make our special forces better, so let's do that. We have even more free military factories. Sure. Keep the guns coming. Some money. Return of the ancient regime. The men rose to their feet as King Yorkton galloped into the encampment constructed on the outskirts of Regina. As the city's pacification efforts dragged out into prolonged bloody guerrilla war, he figured the men could do with a morale boost in the form of a battlefield visit from the Sword of the North. Yorktown was greeted by the leader of the battalion, a stocky bearded man boasting an eye patch and a weary look. "Welcome, my lord. Please let me show you around." As the king marched through the camp, men would come out from their tents, dropping to one knee in reverence. Yorktown saluted as many as he could, his heart growing heavier with every butchered limb and grievous injury he rested his gaze on. He was eventually led to the centre of the camp, where gallows had been erected. Hanging from them were men and women in civilian clothing, wooden signs draped around their necks reading "Traitors." Yorktown took the soldiers one side. "What are you running here? A military camp or a butcher shop?" The man was taken aback. "My lord, we are setting an example here." Yorktown glanced over the gallows. "No, not like this. Tone it down. Limit executions to only staunchest loyalists. We are bringing back the old ways, not ushering in bloody new ones." The commander, looking somewhat dismayed, responded, "Yes, my lord." Yorktown spent the next few hours speaking with injured soldiers and getting to know some of the new recruits. In the back of his mind was the one prevailing thought. Everything would be all right. Soon. They just needed to hang on for a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Oh, we killed a bunch of people. Not ideal. Mechanics Universalis. By promising amnesty to the engineers, technicians and scientists working under Metis Congress, we've equipped the kingdom with the know-how to deploy combat-ready robots. In doing so, we shall ensure that the flesh of our brave sons and daughters is shielded behind layers of impregnable steel. Okay. Oh, this actually would boost you up to intermediate robots tech. Which we didn't take in this run. We took it the very bit on our first playthrough, which I messed up the start of the Civil War, or the Rebellion. And we are no longer doing that. Right, I'll take this one. So our org is now massive. Training time is also massive, but not so much of a concern. Although, actually, we have loads of manpower. So why don't we get another army of you? Oh. Yep. I wonder, I'd like 2 other infantry armies if we can. I don't have enough for that. Alright, let's not do that. We'll do one at a time. Get me an army. Okay, that was quick. Done. So the only one we haven't done yet is Absalon, which we don't own. Has complete focus on Absalon open for business, which is down here. We could do the fleet stuff, which I'm not bothered about just yet. So let's do this Absalon thing. The resettlement of the former Duchy of Absalon is now in full swing. Already some of the most ambitious pilgrims are adapting tried and tested farming techniques to those once accursed lands, laying the foundations of a fresh start to the kingdom's frontier. I don't know where this is. Is this up here? I'm not sure. I presume we shall find out. Okay, how are... Oh, we spent a lot of manpower in that army, but that's okay. That's what it's for. We'll do a citizen care package. And I want to look at our occupation levels. Oh, death claws. We did give them guns. Right, you are at 97%. Which means I should be able to core you. The gateway, the pass, Freshford, Manifest North. Oh, and here, 100%. All of the Metis Congress. So why don't we try this stuff first? So if I come down to here. Core state. Nice. Okay, now I'm out of political power. We can now core stuff. This makes me happy. We are slowly getting control again. Okay, that's you essentially done. Oh yeah, let's go back here and do this, which I was neglecting. And let's get some rocket launchers. We'll go from there. We are resettling Albion. Absalon. Okay, resettle this city. Although quickly abandoned amidst the chaos brought on by the Manifest facility, that's where we are. Hudson Bay City still holds the remnants of some of the kingdom's most developed trade and commercial infrastructures. As soon as the word of the night's successes and exploits reached the capital, hundreds of subjects caught the scent of opportunity and made for the ruins of settlement in search of fortune. So we're up here. Let's just get the last of what we can. Sure, if we get more, because I'd like everyone to have the most up-to-date weaponry we can. I'm sure we have planes, but... More scavengers? Sure. Although it doesn't seem to be going particularly well for us, to be perfectly honest. Better kit, go for it. Okay, we have resettled the city. A home lacking the right foundations is destined to collapse in itself. Fair enough. Let us improve upon that. Fall of... I think I'm going to make Eric here our militia leader. Promote. We'll get him, also we need to move him out in time. Hang on, there's stuff going on. Right, we're going to improve you to rocket launchers. Let's read this. Thank you for making the time to see me, my lord, the royal advisor in charge of the Hudson Bay Company noted as he walked into the throne room. As I alluded in my letter, we have just finished compiling the performance report you commissioned. I'd like to present our findings, if you please. Yorktown motioned for him to proceed. The royal advisor then flung himself into an hour-long presentation, primarily consisting of dry accounting and statistical analysis. Just as the king's focus was beginning to slip, however, a passing mention caught his ear. Come again? He interrupted. The royal advisor shuffled through his papers and readjusted his spectacles. Over the past year or so, the lands in and around Hudson Bay City have seen the largest net influx of migrants among our urban settlements. Most are employed by the company. Yorkton inquired further. What of our staffing? The royal advisor flipped through the pages of the report. Well, truth be told, sire, we're just at capacity, even among contractors. He glanced over the king. I was just about to get to this, actually. Profits have been steady, but at the current level of public spending, they will likely plateau. What did you propose? Inquired Yorktown. The man continued. A large one-off investment could help us expand operations. Think new offices, not just in the city itself, but in the surrounding towns too. Profits would slump for a while to accommodate relocation, but we're confident it would pay off in the long term. We can spend 100,000. We can give them a blank check, which will hurt us consumer goods and caps income forever. Adapt or die. No, let's go big investment. I think we can afford the consumer goods, to be perfectly honest. Although we said that did hurt quite a lot. We were about to do some more though. Oh, you're not 100%. Let's do what? And we could do more. Let's just do those ones. McGregor. Right, good. We can go from there. Yeah, because I don't really need contact lost. More military factories. You can actually sell this stuff as well. If you're so interested. Okay. Oh my god, I've got so many planes. I have too much stuff. Settle the countryside. Few settlers were initially compelled to venture in the deepest recesses of the woods, perhaps understandably concerned that some of the horrors brought on by Manifest yet lingered in the shadows. Nevertheless, promises of cheap land and generous grants proved sufficient incentive. Money is always the answer. Okay, well, let's just grab this stuff. I don't really care about any ahead of time penalties at this point. We are now essentially towards the end of our tech abilities. We're nowhere close to the end of our tree yet. Focus tree. What do I want? I'll do some air stuff. So that in a minute. Get me those. And then put one of you there. Yeah. Good. Modify the government. Sure. Oh no, I was going to wait for that one, wasn't I? Oh, and I forgot about my scavengers again. I don't do them. I don't do buy them particularly well. Okay, what does this do for us? Planning and max planning, but less political power. I'm going to say no because what I want is to spend my political power pouring stuff. Now there is a map mode for this. I can't remember what it is though. Core creation. Good map mode, eh? Beep. 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 Okay. Bring on the cores. Absalon, open for business. The businesses are chugging, the people are eager. This is all the land needs to thrive. So we get population boosts in our cities, some more workshops, etc., etc. Okay, more research. Some mechanized training. Not we have anything mechanized. Night vision devices, sure. And that's this page done. In the support category, we'll just start at the top, start working our way through it. I should probably get some, there'll be industrial ones I could probably do as well. Hey ho. Sweet. So we now should be able to go back up and finish off this duchy malarkey. Yes, we can. We've successfully resettled much of the former duchy of Absalon and restoring the bulk of its old commercial activities. It will not take long for these once god-forsaken lands to become amongst the kingdom's most profitable. Keep sending out these poor souls that I forget about. Also, you guys train. Just all train all the time. Let's see if we can rock through some more of our doctrines. Alright, let's get you on the not the engineering, the industry side of things. Aha! Our army is ready. Right, so you are going to come over here. You're going to come over here as well. What we're going to do is actually you are going to be promoted. Hey. You're going to form my infantry. I'll put our special forces. They can go first. Hey. So you need a new commander. Oh, a bunch of cool people. Sir Griffin, Daniel of Wendena. I like that. Hello. And you can be... you can just be Captain Winter. I'm going to keep the other guy for another army, which I'm going to make now. That's okay, because I think I'll just save up and go up a level, because why not? Costs us a bit more money, but money is... No, that's not the right one. Oh, I just clicked off the screen. Which one is it? This one? No? Why can I not find it? This one. Oh, we can't go up here. Oh, okay, until we've got our Knight's Orders back. Alright, fine. Oh, focus. The Royal Institute of Medicine. While much of the flora found in the Blightwoods is incredibly hostile and dangerous, their medicinal properties are truly awe-inspiring. With some money and research, we're looking at scientific breakthrough for the ages. To this end, I'm instructed that a new medical university be built in the heart of Hudson Bay City. Okey-doke.
Sir.
Bloody death claws. Random cash infusion. Let's put a stimulus into stone. We can modify the government, but we're not going to. We're going to keep on coring. Right, night vision's done. Okay, that page is truly finished. Let's do the industry stuff, and let's go back here. We'll finish coring. Beautiful. Okay. We're now going to do memories of the past no longer linger. The horrors of manifest in the blighted woods have been put to bed. The burden of the memories sit with those who hold the power to take action. Should we need to rise once more? But for everybody else, the time has come to start a new chapter. That process begins by scrubbing away the perverted legacy left behind by the abominations. Oh, we get an actual city back. Nice. Okay, you're all done. Let's get some agriculture tech. Let's get some refined tools. Oh, did I skip one? Okay, good. We can actually get proper doctrine stuff. Speaking of which, do I still have one going there? No, I don't. Let's change our tools out. We'll come back to the tools in a minute. Oh, you can be training as well. All train, all time. Get me that XP. Okay, let the trade flow. By reclaiming and securing the lands of the former Duchy of Absalon, the Saskatchewan has become open to us once again. It did not take long for our traders to establish contact with everyone from nomadic tribes of the far north to some of the newer settlements of Alberta. The Royal Coffers have never looked fuller for it. Coffers. Bricks! We know what bricks are, look at us. Okay, nothing else critical here. We'll come back and do the kind of fill in. We'll grab this one for refugee assimilation. I don't know what we've got, by the way, of refugees actually. I can't exactly remember where it tells you either. Not sure. It's in here somewhere. Barely scraping by on manpower. Huh. Okay. So we can do this stuff, which we will. But let's... Should we do this first? Sure, we'll get this fleet stuff out of the way. We can get hit chance, spotting speed, or we can get production cost. Which is one, because we're not actually building any ships. The Royal Port of Dauphin has been a source of Manitoba's lake-faring prowess since the kingdom's inception. The city has taken decades to evolve into a well-oiled machine of naval production, each one of its industry assets tying back to the well-being of the fleet in some way or another. Levelling up the settlement surrounding will only enhance the grateful dance of cylinders and pistons. Okay, meanwhile, let the coring continue. Well, it didn't continue particularly far. How is our erstwhile people? Okay, you're 100%, 100, 100, 100. Is everyone up at 100 now? Oh, that's beautiful. Well, let's bring this down to our vanguards. Awesome. Okay, we've done a whole bunch more stuff. Right. Our initial efforts to overhaul Dauphin have, among other things, equipped us with the foundations to further expand the boundaries of the Royal Port for a relatively cheap price. I approved the plans from the very day they were put before me. Every dockyard we build puts one step closer to securing our homeland. And this unlocks the design company we're saving up for. Although currently all our admin points is going into coring. And that's where we're going to end this one, because not only is it the right length for an episode, the game also crashed at this point, as you can see on the screen behind you. Doesn't happen particularly often, and there is a monthly autosave, so we haven't lost much in way of progress either, so we'll pick things right back up at the start of the next episode, where we'll look to finish all the internal stabilisation malarkey. I hope to see you then. Cheerio!